Morning again from Memphis. It's about 10 after 3. Waited for that train to pass. I love the haunting sound of the train at night. But I forgot to mention in the last video that I had a piloting interview this morning as well. So I had a really full day. As far as I could tell, it went very well. I just met with the human resources lady online. It was a different app from the Zoom app that we often use. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I already had it on my desktop, so that was kind of cool. I just used my webcam, and there's no need to travel in most of the time. They do all of it, video conferencing. It used to be you'd have to fly into the city and go through this whole rigmarole interview process. It's just a whole lot more demanding. Not to say that this wasn't somewhat demanding. I still had to think on my feet a little bit, but it sure is nice to do it from home. And a lot of the applicants make the mistake of not getting dressed up and not preparing. But I did. I put on my sports coat and a nice shirt and made sure that I was a little bit early. And I felt like it went really well, so I got a good chance with this particular company. I would be flying out of Memphis. The company's based in Farmington, New York. It's a private charter outfit. They fly the Gulfstream 4 as well as various British aerospace Hawker aircraft. I would be in the Hawker 4000, which is 8 to 10 passengers. It's a beautiful aircraft. The schedule would be 12 days on, 8 days off, and I would travel to work on day 1 and home from work on day 12. So that was this morning. And then after that I did the deliveries, did some music, and it seems like yesterday. I mean, it was a busy day, a long busy day, but a successful day, a very good day. And I was happy about the way that interview went. There's another company out in Reno, Nevada that's also interested in me. They fly the Pilatus PC-12 aircraft. And I would move out there to Reno, which I'm not sure about that, whether I'll do that or not, but they're interested and I'm talking about it, and both companies pay very well. The Reno company does not want me until September, so I would have a little bit of time, so I'm going to go ahead and complete that process and see how that goes, and sort of keep that in my hip pocket, see if it's something that I really want to do. I may. I don't know right now. I still I'm not making a hard and fast decision. No, I'm absolutely not going, and I'm not ready to say I absolutely am going. But it's nice to have options. So this is more of a panoramic view. I'm reminded of one of my captain check rides. I was in Houston. And I was really stressing out about this particular check ride. My back was up against the wall. I felt like my back was against the wall, and I had to step it up. And there were 4 bright planets in the sky that night, and they were in the western sky. I was just looking up there and asking the higher power to walk me through it and help me to do my best. And when I see these 4 beautiful bright solar system objects, I'm reminded of that night back in Houston. And I got through that check ride. I was able to pass it. It went very, very well, but boy, it was sure demanding. I guess that's the way it has to be. But the training at this particular company was somewhat lacking. I won't say it wasn't detailed, but it wasn't standard. That made it harder. I had 6 different instructors during simulator training, and that just made it harder. I didn't feel like I was ready for the check ride, but they insisted I was, and that I was going to do it. And so I did. But a little more standardized approach is desirable, rather than hither and yon. Makes it harder. But nevertheless, you've just got to play the cards you're dealt, especially in piloting. Sometimes you just have to deal with the situations that come up and make it happen and get it done, bring about a successful outcome. So we'll see what these companies have to say. I'm not going to rush into anything. I'm doing interviews with various companies, and I'm interviewing them as much as they're interviewing me, which is quite a change from the way it used to be for me. I used to be going to these interviews in a more of a uptight or not relaxed, more nervous state of mind. And I eventually got to where I was good at interviewing. Now I think I'm much better about it now, just because I'm more relaxed. But I'll lead off with some questions that they may not want to hear, and I've talked myself out of a couple jobs, but that's okay. That's okay. We interview companies as much as they interview us. So again, we got 4 beautiful bright solar system objects. The moon, 1.4 light seconds away. Mars, roughly 2 light minutes away. Jupiter, 45 light minutes away. And the beautiful ringed planet Saturn, 90 light minutes away.